and we're here to address issues that our local waterways face and urge people to protect this vital resource.
We were inspired by Canadian teacher Maggie McDonald, winner of the Global Teacher Prize, who is using her $1 million to help her Inuit students relearn their culture through a kayak club.
Kayak Club is dedicated to addressing the multiple problems that waterways face, and the effects those problems have on the environment and the people who rely on them. Last year, the Bureau of Land Management planned to lease land around Lake Louisville and allow for exploration companies to drill for oil and gas around the lake, despite the fact that Lake Louisville provides drinking water to millions of people in the Dallas Metroplex area. After multiple protests from environmental groups and a lawsuit, the Bureau of Land Management removed the land around Lake Louisville from the auction. In addition to the concern that drilling for natural resources could pollute the water, the Lake Louisville Dam is in critical condition. The Army Corps of Engineers, who is responsible for Lake Louisville, identified the dam as the 8th most hazardous dam in the country. If the dam were to collapse, water from Lake Louisville would flood most of South Dallas and put 431,000 people in harm's way. In 2015, substantial flooding caused the deterioration of the dam. During that flood event, the water levels reached 537 feet above sea level, 15 feet more than the average level of the lake.
First, we decided to investigate our own water sources. Since some of us did not know how to kayak, we started in a small lake called Prospertown Lake. We talked to a local fisherman about the changes in water, from water levels to pollution. Some challenges this lake faces is runoff from lawns as well as light litter. However, this lake flourishes with animal habitats because there is not a lot of urban development on the lake. After our first trip, we decided to tackle Lake Louisville, one of the most popular lakes in North Texas. We partnered with DFW Surf, who supported us with kayaks and life vests and set out on Lake Louisville. We spent several hours kayaking and observing the lake. Around one of the shores there was a lot of dead trees, an effect that the flooding had on the lake. After we kayaked, we interviewed many of the locals, as well as those who come just for the weekends, to ask about and inform them of the challenges the Lake Louisville faces. They were all stunned to hear about the critical condition of the dam and the lawsuit to drill for natural gas under the lake.
We created a website dedicated to informing the public about the issues we face in protecting our local waterways. Additionally, we used Twitter and Facebook to promote the websites and our research. Not only did we use digital means to spread the word about our local lakes, we also utilized a grassroots campaign to inform locals about the potential drilling and dam collapse of Lake Louisville. During our interviews, when we asked locals if they knew about the drilling in the dam, most responded with,
"No, it's first."
I did not know about that, and I probably would say I wouldn't want that to happen.
First I'm hearing of it.
Yeah. It's like fracking.
The people in North Texas who rely on Lake Louisville for water are not the only ones concerned with protecting their access to clean water. Recent Atlantic hurricanes have left residents in the Caribbean and along the Gulf Coast without access to clean drinking water. Hurricane Harvey, Irma, and Maria devastated the water infrastructure in those areas and have left victims in the hurricanes' path without clean drinking water. While we were creating the Kayak Club, we watched as millions lost their homes to the floods caused by these hurricanes, and even months later, they are struggling to get back on their feet. As of today, 55% of the 3.4 million people in Puerto Rico do not have access to clean water. As FEMA began to send aid to the people in Puerto Rico, we asked ourselves, what can we do to help?
we decided to help the hurricane victims in Puerto Rico by sending Sawyer water filters to them. We contacted the Sawyer Products Inc., the manufacturers of the water filters. Through our discussions with them, they agreed to supply the filters to us at cost. Then we established a GoFundMe account to raise funds to purchase the filters, and shared that GoFundMe account with our friends and family. On October 10th, we purchased the Sawyer water filters and had them shipped to Captain Aaron Green of the U.S. Air Force, who is currently stationed in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico, who is assisting with the relief efforts. These water filters will supply 5.5 million gallons of clean drinking water to those affected by the hurricanes. Through Kayak Club, we hope to protect waterways, inform others about the challenges we face with protecting our waterways, and supply clean water around the world. Water is a vital resource, and since only 2.5% of all water in the world is drinkable, we must protect it at all costs. For more information, please visit www.kayakclub.weebly.com.